And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
1st and 15 here behind the chains. From the shotgun, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need,
he's got daylight. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 10 more there and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Spins past him, finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian. There he goes, right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They go play action with Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The play clock's running down. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Puslesny. And he will take this one home. It's a